Hey, how's everybody doing? How you doing? You doing good?
Doing good.
You doing good? Well, it's almost lunchtime.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have the leftover pizza
Mm-hmm.
that Miles made 2 days ago. It's been in the refrigerator, so
2 days
it's
ago.
still good. Today's probably there 3 days. Today's probably last good day you can eat it and then feed it to the dogs. I wouldn't do that. They actually they're not. These dogs are weird, man. They're weird. They barely. They like fish. I never seen a dog that eat fish, but and what else? They don't like pizza that much. Peanut butter. They don't like peanut butter.
Oh, go on.
Huh?
Give them peanut butter.
Why?
Yeah, good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think you give dogs medicine, man? You wrap it in peanut butter and you get it's gone. Here, dogs don't like peanut butter. Even like the Skippy or the other one. I can't remember think of the other one. Is it Skippy?
Skip it.
Yeah, Skippy peanut butter, the creamy. They don't want nothing to do with it, which I think is freaking weird. I know dogs. We used to used to scoop some out of a jar and then go up to the dog and put it on the roof of the mouth and just sit there and watch them for like an hour.
No more.
Uh, these dogs won't eat peanut butter. They turn their nose up at it. Weird dogs, man. Oh, that's Philippine dogs.
Yeah.
So a couple of days ago, Miles and myself had a discussion. Unfortunately, for one reason or another, and I have no idea what it is, I changed out the micro card in the GoPro because I think that card was corrupt. Because I edited it, but it would not upload to YouTube. It was a pretty good conversation, and the reason I hate doing this is because the first conversation is probably the best conversation, and then if you try to redo it, it just feels unnatural. See, when me and Miles have our conversations, we don't plan what we're going to talk about. We just start talking, whatever the subject topic is. Because when we plan it, I don't know, it doesn't work. Okay, it seems fake and phony. We don't script it. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything we don't script it because it just seems fake and phony, and then you get a lot of these. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to think, okay, what do I need to talk about next? So a lot of times we just go off the cuff. Some people ask me, why do I grow a beard? Why not? Why not, I grow a beard. I've been having a beard I grow it. Sometimes I grow it, and then I shave it off, then I grow it, and then I shave it off, or I grow it long, and then I trim it real close. I know, I'm freaking weird. And people have asked, do they ever say anything to you about the beard? Oh, hell yeah. How many times have I been comment of Santa Claus?
Many times.
Many, many times. See, it doesn't bother me from the kids because they do it out of joy, if you know what I'm saying, talking about. But some of these adults, they just do it to be an asshole. So, they think they're funny, and you just look at them. Whatever, They're just jealous because they can't grow hair. All you ever see is the little tiny long hairs, growing up their chin. Or a couple strands of on the mustache. And they call it a mustache, I call it a couple strands. I just think it's pure jealousy.
They just don't like to do this because the heat, the.
Well, see, the secret is, yeah, if you come here with my beard grows in really thick, okay? Really, really thick. When I first came here, this time, is that I had a beard, and it was just, I ended up shaving it off because my face wasn't used. It felt like my face was on fire, from the heat. But I shaved it off, and then I let it grow, and let my face get used to it, and it's fine. And then I get stupid and I get bored, and I'll trim it down or I'll shave it off again. But this time I'm gonna let it grow as long as I possibly can. And Miles don't mind it. She don't. I think she does it because a lot of females in the Philippines aren't attracted to men with beards. So I think that's her that's in her head. I think that's her safe. Not that I'm, look at me, but I think that's her scapegoat. Makes her feel, because a lot of, like I said, a lot of females are not, they're not attracted to guys with beards. Yeah. But unknown to them, my beard is soft and it's clean. I wash my beard twice. Well, I don't soap wash it. I soap wash my beard twice a week. You shouldn't do it that much because it dries it out and breaks it. But I water wash it every day, well, twice a day, and I condition it once a day. And also use beard oil, and sometimes I use beard wax. Sometimes. But yeah, I probably take care better of my beard than most people do of their face, as far as cleanliness. That's just my opinion. But we're in a good, deep conversation about the health, about the medicine and the hospitals here. And I'll be honest with you, if you have any pre-existing conditions, like bad heart, you had a heart surgery or lung surgery, or you got a bad liver, I wouldn't come here. I would not come to the Philippines. I would stay where you're at. Now this is just opinion. I don't give nobody advice. You're all grown ups. You do what the hell you want to do. But I would not come here. Before I came here, I had a complete physical. And I basically told the doctor, hey man, I'm getting ready to go to the Philippines for a long term. And he was in the Navy, or he was retired Navy, and he's been to the Philippines. And he says, oh, okay. And he basically, the excuse he gave for all my tests, I got a CAT scan, I got blood tests, I got everything, right? Is that family prior history of cancer. That's what he put down. So they basically gave me a complete cancer checkup, and my blood levels, my blood sugar was good, my blood pressure was good, which now, at any time, because Miles monitors her blood pressure, I still got good blood pressure, and I vape. It's last time I did it was 122 over 70, and I'm 58 years old. But like I said, if I have any pre-existing conditions, Miles would have came to the States. I wouldn't. The hospitals here, a lot of them, it's not that the doctors don't know anything, it's the equipment that they have to work with. The hospitals don't.
Lack of equipment.
Huh?
They lack of equipment.
Yeah, no. Proper word to use is the lack of updated equipment.
No, yeah, not updated.
I know the medical field's always advancing, but try to keep up,
Not advanced. Their equipment not advanced.
No, it's not advanced at all. Not advanced at all. And the insurance here, and I found out I could get PhilHealth. Do I have the desire to get PhilHealth? No. Miles has PhilHealth, and me personally, I think it's a scam.
No more. It's useless.
It's useless. Miles, for her, we spent 320,000 pesos while she was in the hospital. I'll do the conversion on the screen like I always do. And PhilHealth, they kept on telling me, oh, go ahead and submit everything, whatever, after you pay. This is how it does it, okay? You go to the hospital. You or if you got PhilHealth, or your wife or girlfriend has PhilHealth, you go in the hospital. You got to pay for everything before they do it. If they want to do an x-ray, well, you got to go down, pay for it, then they'll do the x-ray, okay? You want surgery, you go down, you pay a estimated amount, okay? And then they'll do the surgery. And they would tell me the whole time. And I said, she has PhilHealth. Well, you go ahead and pay everything, and then when everything is said and done, PhilHealth will reimburse you. When was your surgery? How many years? How long ago?
2 years.
It was 2 years ago. We have received zero from PhilHealth. Zero. It's a scam. It's a scam. And I'm not the only one. Miles will even tell you there's other people went through the same exact thing. PhilHealth makes promises. They have no intention
No
of
more
keeping.
they are going to abolish, but because of the beds happening,
What, same
They-
things happen to other people? In other words, they don't get reimbursed for anything?
they keep the
They keep the money. Yeah, so they're gonna do away with PhilHealth? They're gonna do away with it? I'll do away with PhilHealth.
abolish it.
Now, what is that? That's like public health, right? Isn't that like
is
Philippine
public
health?
public health.
So instead of doing that, well, I'm not gonna say it because I'm not a Philippine citizen, so it's none of my business. You know? Or they're gonna follow the way the Buddhists have, the socialized medicine, Wait.
Socialized.
where there was medical's free.
No, if you go to the public hospital, I think only the medicine you're going to pay.
I got a question for anybody from England watching this. Do they have? I know they have the public, the public hospitals. Right? Do they have private hospitals where like if you have insurance or you can pay out of pocket to be taken care of? I have no idea. That's what I'm asking. Do they have like they have here? They have the private hospitals, and then they have the public hospitals. Now you still have to pay in the public hospitals, right?
Yeah,
But it's not as much.
not that much.
Now, how if you have PhilHealth?
They will accept.
But do they do the same thing with the public public?
They more deduct more.
What I'm saying is, do they make like at the hospital you were at was a private hospital,
Uh-oh.
and we had to pay as for everything. Before they done it, you had to pay for it.
Yeah,
Is that like that?
the
It's the same thing.
same.
Now, was the cost that much? No, but that has nothing to do with it. She had insurance. She had Philippine Health, and Philippine Health paid for nothing.
That's why.
That's the point I'm trying to get at.
That's why I don't like to pay it anymore. It's useless.
Well, yeah, yeah. We and her had a disagreement. It wasn't an argument; it was just a disagreement. I'm OCD when it comes, and she'll tell you I'm very OCD when it comes to paying bills. The bills come first before anything else. Well, they don't do that here at all. Well, I shouldn't say they. A lot of people here in the Philippines don't think that way. They think I need, they got their other part. On the side, you'll see a lot of scooters and stuff like that riding around here. They're very loud, but they don't realize it. It does nothing to enhance the performance of that motorcycle. It just makes the motorcycle sound cheap and stupid. That's my opinion. It's just near the end of the day, in the early mornings, you'll hear a motorcycle goes by because they're going to work. At the end of the day, you'll hear a motorcycle go by because they're coming home from work. But like now, it's quiet with the exception of that one guy. It's quiet because everybody's doing their thing, either working or hiding somewhere because it's coming to noon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Now back to the health. It's just like I said, they have their own insurance, like the hospital that she was at, Black Nazareth. They have insurance, but I'm gonna ask questions, and if they try to give me here I noticed in the Philippines, man, when you answer direct questions like, what does this insurance cover, or do I have to pay up front and get reimbursed? They won't answer the question. Or they'll give you the politically correct answer. In other words, they go around it. In other words, they answer the question without answering the question. I noticed that here. Philippine people do not like giving you bad news. They try to go around it, and you're like, no, that's not what I asked. And Miles says I'm confrontational about it. I'm like, no, I didn't ask that question. I asked you this question. And Miles like, you can't do that. Well, I'm going to do it, If I got a question, answer the question. Don't politicize it. And what I mean by politicizing, going around the question, answering the question without answering the question. In other words, hey, is that grass green? Well, during May and June, the rainfalls come around and the grass grows faster. That's not answering my question. Is that grass green? You know? That's what I'm getting at.
Green.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's green. It's a two-word, a 2, 3, 4 word. Yes, it is. Oh, you all know you all understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, you just, like I said, man, if you got any kind of pre-existing condition, or if you got a bad heart, or you got lung issues, man, the Philippines is not the place to come. Unless you know, I only got like 3 years left in my life, and I just want to live the way I want to live. Yeah, that's a different story. If you got the funds to deal with it, yeah. I mean, there's guys that come here, such as myself, but it hasn't happened to me. They don't drink. They're not really drinkers. Or maybe once in a while they come here, and within 6 months they're full-fledged alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the next thing you know, 2 years down the road, they got cirrhosis of the liver, and then another 2 years they're dead. You know, the alcohol is cheap here. That has nothing to do. Well, yeah, actually, it does. You just gotta watch yourself here, man. You gotta watch yourself. Now, the comments, the video we did before was a little bit more in depth, but it's just, you know, it was a lot more in depth. But like I said, if you got, I'm not gonna repeat it. But you make your decision up. You know, it's not a toss of a coin. Heads yes, tails no. It's something you really got to look at. And if you've never been here before, you gotta come here for like a month or two, test the waters, see if it's for you. Because to be honest with you, there's guys that come here, they spend a couple months in, and they're like, I got to get the hell out of here. No, this is not for me. You know, it's a different way of life. You know, medically, socially. I mean, there's times Miles will go over with friends and I stay home because you feel like an idiot because you're sitting there. You know, because everybody's speaking all the time. You're just sitting there and you feel like an idiot. You know? And she understands. At least I hope she does. You know, you just... And then you feel like they're talking about you. You're like, this son of a bitch is talking about me? You know? And it's not their fault. Just like in the States, man. You know, people come over from a different country and they can barely speak English. They feel the same way. And for some reason, people try to, in the States, people try to avoid them. You know, I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to try to make them feel stupid because they don't speak English. So I get it. Hope this video ain't too boring. Like I said, the first one was really in depth, and like I said, it was corrupted. I was going to corrupted means something's wrong with the file, the video file. I was trying to upload it this morning at 6. Said, nah, it ain't happening. Something's wrong with this video. Alright, well, I'll let you go. Talk to y'all later. Be good to yourself, be good to each other. Peace out. Bye.